Hello guys, welcome back to Scoop 211 and it's your girl Adit Lambor. Now today I have a very exciting news. We are going to be launching our book Culture First by Biar John. So today we are having Biar John as our special guest. Um I would I'm going to welcome him and he will introduce himself. Thank you. So Biar John, you're welcome.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
So you're going to introduce yourself to our viewers.
Okay, thank you so much, the viewers. Biar John,
You're welcome.
yeah, the author of the book Culture First.
Okay. Now we're going to question Biar because writing a book is something that is not easy. It's a hard thing. So we are going to get from him what is the journey like? How did he get to this point that he's writing now the second book? So we are going to hear from Biar John. What was the journey like?
Okay, thank you so much. This journey started a long time. The first step for you to be an author is one, you need to read a lot of books.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it started with me reading books. Like I can give you an example. Last year, I read 104 books.
Wow.
So to write this book, you need to be a good reader.
Mm.
So that's the first step. So this is not my first book. The first book was focusing much on motivation. That's when I wrote a book called Bring Out the Best in Life.
Mm.
And other articles that I publish online,
Mm.
so many about culture.
Yeah, I actually saw that book and I read it and it had a lot of motivation for especially the youth. If you're out there and you are really feeling down, you feel like you can't do something, that's a good book for you. And so Bill John, it's hard to read books, and I've not seen people, especially when it comes to South Sudanese, like our Dinkas reading so much, like you reading 100 and above books. It's really something that is, it can't be done by just anybody else. So, when you wrote your first book, did you also launch it?
Not really. The first book that I wrote, because before writing that first book, I had written around 6 articles
Mm,
that I published online. So the first book that I wrote, I just wrote to get feedback, what people are saying,
okay.
and I really got the best feedback that later motivated me to write this book.
Okay, so you just wrote a book to see if there are people
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there
yeah.
who can read your books.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So now you're going to launch this book. Do you feel like you've really written something that is going to make people get interested?
Yeah, surely. The main reason why I wrote this book, one, I need to teach the generation since our culture is dying.
Mm,
uh, the Western world has colonized our culture and everything. So
yeah.
the main reason why I wrote this book, and I really think that we really inspire a lot of youth about their roots, where they come from, because I said it in that book that when we understand our culture with our soul, we are able to overcome the economical, political, and social barriers.
Mm,
Yeah. So I believe that this book will really change a lot of lives, will teach a lot of people, will make a lot of people know their roots.
okay. So is the book all about all the 64 tribes in South Sudan, or
Yeah,
it is only for the Dinkas?
not Dinkas, all the 64 tribes. I wrote about the social,
Mm,
political, and economic way of life. So it
okay.
is all about the 64. I
Mm,
couldn't write much about Dinka because people who read my book, I think you get everyone from all the tribes in South Sudan, all the 64 tribes. So I don't see any need to write about the Dinkas only.
okay, you've tried your best because me myself, I don't think I know the 64 tribes in South Sudan. I can't even mention them, but I don't also know that what their social economic behaviors. I really can't tell. So when I'm to maybe go in another clan, I don't think I can easily adapt their way of life and how they behave. So reading this book will give you the insight on the different behaviors of every tribe in South Sudan. So I wanted to ask, you're selling out these books, right?
Yes.
Are there some that have gone to South Sudan or they are within Uganda?
Yeah, a lot went to South Sudan on the first day when I released the books for sale.
Mhm.
I signed out like 55 books to South Sudan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot
Uh-huh.
went to South Sudan.
So in Ugandan shillings, how much are you selling this? Because I'm saying this is a hard cover. Like the cover is hard, and the one I received is the one with the soft cover. So how do you sell this and the soft cover?
Okay, the soft cover is at 35, which is $10,
Mm,
and then the hard cover is at 50,000 shillings.
okay.
Yes.
Are people able to access this book online?
Yes, on
On
Amazon,
mm,
and also you can access it in the biggest library in East Africa, that is Aristoc.
okay.
When you're in Nairobi, you can get it also at Nairobi National Museum.
Mm,
Yeah, so
yeah.
those are the
Or
places.
people could also reach out to you
Yeah, that's another option.
personally
Yes,
or to your friends that
yes,
have the book
yes,
already.
yes, yes.
Okay. So guys, you've heard about the book. You just need to go to Amazon, search for this book, Culture Fast, and inside link into the lives of South Sudanese. It's also on Aristoc,
Yeah,
Uganda,
Aristoc,
and then in Kenya it's
Nairobi National Museum.
okay, Nairobi National Museum.
Yes.
You're going to still find this book, or you could reach out to BR personally, or you can, yeah, can hit me on my inbox. I can still give you the book. You can reach out to him, and he'll be able to give you the book. So, BR John, what do you tell the people, or specifically the South Sudanese writers who want to write books, but still they are not able to do so?
What I can tell them is I have three things I can tell them.
Mm,
One, let them believe in themselves.
mhm.
Becoming a writer doesn't mean you should have done literature or something of that kind.
Yeah.
As long as you have a story to tell,
Mm,
that one is enough.
mm,
Secondly, you have to be a good reader. I think that is the main step.
mm,
The more you read, the more you gain. The more you read books, you'll be thinking of writing better books.
mm,
So, in case you want to really be a writer or a very good author,
mm.
one, you need to read a lot of books.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Okay, like for me personally, I did literature, but I don't think I can write a book. One problem is that writing a book needs you to be hardworking. You need to be hardworking enough. You need to commit yourself, put a lot of effort. And for me, I'm very lazy. I'm a very lazy person, so I don't think I can really write a book. But yeah, you guys have heard what it takes to write a book, the steps to follow to write a book. So yeah, now that you are launching your second book, I have a feeling that you're going to still be launching more and more books. So we shall be waiting for more books. Oh, do you have some other books that you're writing as you speak?
so far I have 8 books written already,
Wow,
and I am really on a dream of writing 50 books.
wow,
So far I
that's
have
crazy.
8 books. It's a matter of time.
Mm. So, guys, we are almost getting done here. I've asked most of the questions, and we are not going to spend a lot of time here because we have the official launching of the book right now, later at 3:30. So, yeah, Jen, I just had only few things now to wind up with this interview. What what do you have to tell the people? I mean, what is inside here that can convince someone to read this book?
Okay. The main thing inside here is about our culture,
Mm,
our rich culture. I'm trying to show people that we have a very rich culture and we need to know more.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So what can really convince people here is the content about the diverse culture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I've tried much to skim through all the cultures, and each person can really be able to see more about his or her own culture.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you tell the people that are looking up to you? People who want to write books, but maybe they are lazy like me. What do you tell them? Because right now, I think there are a lot of youth that are looking up to you because it's not easy to write and then even launch a book. You're going to launch it right now, and you're going to inspire a lot of youth. What do you tell those who inspire all those that look up to you?
What I can tell them is they should believe in themselves,
Mm,
and they should know that as long as you focus on your dreams,
mm,
don't sit on your dreams. If you are a passionate writer and you really want to be an author,
mm.
I believe just believe in yourself and you can achieve that goal.
Yeah.
So that's what I can tell them.
All right. I
Yes.
want to thank you so much for honoring us to sit here. Maybe you had some things to do, but yeah, you had to spare some time to sit here for this interview. So thank you so much for your
Yeah,
time.
okay, you're welcome. Thank you so much.
So you're welcome.
Thank
So guys, that's what I had for you today. We are going to be launching this book, and this book is going to be everywhere online, Amazon, Aristoc, everywhere. You could access it if you are a good reader. And I don't expect anybody to miss reading this book, especially the young generation. You need to know where you came from. You need to know who you are. You need to know about your culture. And I expect you to read this book. Read it, and it will give you everything you ever needed as a South Sudanese. It will give you what your tribe does and what they don't do, what they like and what they don't like. It will give you all that. So please do your best and read it. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Till next time.
thank
Bye.
you. Thank you.